Hi, second grade. I got a few questions on open and closed syllables and how to pronounce those vowels and just a little bit more information on that. So I thought I'd send out a real quick refresh on open and closed vowels. I know that some of you, if you were not with me prior to us taking our instruction to the virtual platform, that you may have missed some of those explicit lessons that some of the other kids would have got if they were in one of my classrooms. So I wanted to send this out super quick. Okay, so first let's talk about our short vowels, A, E, I, O, and U, and pronouncing those as their short version. We have A for apple, E for egg, I for igloo, A for octopus, and for umbrella. And then our long version of those vowels as well. So each vowel has two options, two ways to be pronounced. The long vowels are pronounced by saying their own name, or we can associate a picture to them as well if that helps. So A as in cake, E as in eat, I as in kite, O as in boat, and U as in unicorn. Okay, now let's start applying these to some open and closed syllables. So we're going to start with one syllable words, small words, and we're going to apply these open and closed rules to a short word first, and then it will help make sense to when we start applying them to multisyllabic words, okay? So looking at the word cat, I'm sure you all can read that. It's probably a sight word for you at this point because you have seen it so often. But let's use it as an example to learn or review how we decode open and closed syllables. I want you to look at this vowel right here. It is closed in by this consonant or this letter T. I want you to visualize that T as being on a door, and that door is closed. Okay, the door is closed. The T is closing in this vowel. When a vowel is closed in by another consonant, you use the short version to pronounce that vowel. So we have k, a, t, cat. Okay, it is closed in by a consonant, therefore we pronounce this the short way. Now, let's do this. Now, this is not a real word. That's okay, because when we sound out fake words or nonsense words, it's simulating when we're reading along and we come to a word that we're not familiar with. We need to apply our phonics rules in order to sound that out. So sounding out or using nonsense words to help simulate words that trick us is a really good practice, okay? So let's look at this word or this nonsense word right here. We have CA. Now, this A is no longer closed in by a consonant, okay? Therefore, it is considered open. This A is open. There's nothing behind it, no consonant closing in. You can think of it as if an open door is right next to it because it's not closed in. Now, here's another hint, okay? When you are sounding out open syllables, if it is open and you're like, do I pronounce it a long vowel or a short vowel? Watch. If it's open, that vowel can get out the door and go for a long walk. Okay? Now, when we remember that, oh, it can get out the door because it's not closed in, it can get out for a long walk, pronounce it the long version. K, K. That's how we would pronounce this one. Okay? Let's try another one. Okay, here we have it. H-I-D. The vowel, is it closed in by a consonant or is it left open? You tell me. It's closed in. That D is closing in that vowel. Pretend it's on top of that door. That door is closed. It's closed in by the D. We would pronounce it id, hid, short vowel sound for the I. Okay, now let's take it away. Now there's no consonant closing it in. It's an open syllable, or this vowel is left open. it can get out the door and go for a long, long, long walk. So how do we pronounce that one? Long walk. High. High. Yes, high. Very good. Let's do another one. Here it is. Closed in vowel or open? Closed in. Good. That door is shut. It is closed in by this letter T. Okay. G. We say it the short version. Ah. T. Got. Excellent. All right. Let's take the door away. Okay. It is no longer closed in by a consonant. Okay. So we need to visualize that open door. That O can get out and go for a long, long walk. So we pronounce it the long version of a letter O. O, G, O, go. Very good. Okay. How about this one? Is this an open syllable or a closed syllable? Closed. That's right. The N is closing in that E. It forces it to be a short pronunciation. T, n, 10. It is closed in. How about this one? It's not a real word, but we're still going to apply our phonics rules to it. Is that E closed in by a consonant or left open? It's left open. There's nothing behind it. Good. So there's an open door that E can get out. Go for a long walk. So how do we pronounce a long E? E. Push these two sounds together. T, E, T. Yes, that's how we would pronounce it. Perfect. Okay, how about this one? It closed in? Mm-hmm. Yep. The T is acting as a closed door, forces this I to be a short sound. Sit. Very good. How about that one? Is it closed in? Yep. So it's nap. Mm-hmm. All right, how about this one? Closed in or open? Open, there's nothing closing it in. What does that mean? The A can get out for a long walk. A, nay. Very good. How about this one? There's no consonant here. This is an open syllable. Can the O get out for a long walk? Yep. So how do you say it? O, full O, flow. Very good. Okay, now we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take it a step further. We're going to use our open and closed syllables to sound out words that have more than one syllable in the word. So now it's just not like cat or nap. Now we have a word that has two syllables in it. How can we use our patterns to sound out these words? So for this one, for this pattern, we have a VCV pattern. That stands for vowel, consonant, vowel, pattern. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go down into our word and we're going to find that pattern. Let's look for the first vowel. Vowel. Here's a vowel. Oh, good. Let's label it. Vowel, consonant. Good. The B is the next. And then the last thing should be, if it fits it, if we have it labeled correctly. Yes, C. Here it is. V, C, V. Now, this pattern, most of the time, the syllable is going to be marked between the first vowel and the consonant. Okay? So now what we have to do is we're going to break the two syllables apart so we can visualize it better. Okay? We are now going to apply what we learned with our open and closed pronunciations to these two parts of this word. So look, now that O is left open because we have split it apart, okay? This is an open syllable. So we are going to pronounce this as o, row. Now look at this one. We have a closed in syllable. So we're going to pronounce this O as a short sound. Ah, b, ah, t, bot. Row, bot. Let's push it together. Robot. Very good. Let's try another one. All right. Let's first find our pattern, V, C, V, and then split it up, okay? V, here's the first one, C, consonant, and our Y is acting as our final vowel in this one. So we know that we're going to put our cut right there, okay? Oh, now I don't split these two apart. So we now need to visualize in our head breaking these two syllables apart and applying our open and closed rules. Okay, so BA, it is open, right? It can get out for a long walk. There's nothing closing in because this is where we cut it. B, long version A, bay, and the same thing, it is not closed in. And we also know that a Y at the end of a two-syllable word says E, bay, B. Push it together, baby. Very good. Now, I'm going to give you one other pattern. I know I'm shoving a whole pile of lessons together in one here. And if you need more practice with any of these, just let me know and I will send out another tutorial and a small follow-up activity. There is another pattern that helps us sound out multisyllable words, okay? It is the VCC pattern, VCCV pattern, okay? And what you're going to do is we're going to label it. We're going to find this pattern within the word. Here it is. A is our first vowel. Here's our consonant, consonant, vowel. Good. Now you split it between the two consonants, okay? We'll break it apart and apply our rules. This A is closed in by this S. That means we say the short version, b-a-s, bass. Let's do our second syllable, k. It is closed in by that T. This E is closed in by that T, so it's a short version, et, k, et, ket, bass, ket. Push it together, basket. Very good. Okay, let's do another one. This is a tricky one. I did it on purpose because look, a lot of us see an SH and we say, oh, we know what that says. It says shh, but this word tries to trick you. Watch. Apply your VCC pattern to this word. V, C, C, V. There it is. Where does our line go? Between our two consonants, right? It splits up that digraph right there. So we have to pretend to pull them apart. Let's sound each syllable out separately. It's closed in. Miss, this one is closed in as well. It's a short version. Hap, miss, hap. Push it together. Mishap. Very good.